let's do a spring makeup refresh for women over 50. I am feeling spring break is in the air. I'm in Southern Florida and there are so many more people here and people are just flocking down here for spring break. And I thought, this is a good time to do a refresh for your makeup, and you'll probably be wanting to do something different because if you are traveling or you're going maybe somewhere warm, let's say, you most likely are going to want to do something than what you're currently using when you're at home. Maybe something a little brighter, a little softer. Maybe you'll be out in the sun. You need to think about how to protect your skin, all the things. So I'm just going to go through a few tips and tricks first. So if you are traveling somewhere warm for spring break, or just as spring evolves and the days are getting warmer wherever you are going to need to change up how you do your skincare, how you do your makeup because of the changing weather. If you're new here, my name is Ridgely. I'm 57 years old. I have been doing makeup and hair tutorials here on YouTube, and I love sharing everything that I love to do and the products that I like to use. I just actually washed my hair and filmed a video, so I will link that below. I don't know if this is going to be posted before my hair or after I post my hair, but I will link it down below wherever this and whenever this gets posted. So I'm going to put my hair back so that we can concentrate on makeup today. And the thing I wanted to talk about is prepping your skin. So making sure your skin is clean and you have either moisturized or put your sunscreen on so that it creates a nice barrier to hold your makeup in place and things like that. I am a big lover of this Unseen sunscreen by Supergoop. It's 40 SPF. It is very smooth, very light on the skin, but you do need to make sure that it sinks into your skin before you apply your makeup, especially if you're going to be using the makeup that I'm showing you today, which is a cream-based makeup. You don't want to put on your makeup right after you apply your moisturizer or your sunscreen or any kind of primer because you want it to sink into your skin. So I showered, washed my hair, and after I got out of the shower, I did moisturize my face. I did not put on sunscreen because it's late in the afternoon. I'm not going to be going outside, and when I do go outside, it most likely will be dark out. And then I did use the Plush Prep Mist, which is a really great primer. It's really great under makeup. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's gonna plump your skin. There's a little caffeine to give it a little boost. So I put this on right after I let my moisturizer sink in. I let this sink into my face. It's wet because you spray it on, so it's good to let that sink in as well. So then the other thing that I would suggest is definitely you wanna use some sort of gentle cleanser with exfoliator 1 day a week, a few days a week, depending on your skin. I've been really liking this Clarins. I'll link this below. I just pop it in the shower and use it whenever I can remember. And then I also like the Goop there's a micro cleanser that I also really like that I have in the shower. So I sort of switch off and off between the two. And I don't do it very often because I have dry skin, but I do know the importance of getting rid of that layer. And then the other thing that I do is I use the DermaFlash to take away any peach fuzz on my face. So I should do a video about that, but I'll link that down below. And that is just a really great product to remove any peach fuzz. It helps with discoloration. It's also very good as far as exfoliating, and then it helps with the spots over time. So you don't have to worry about any of your hair growing back on your face like a beard or anything like a man's going in darker or heavier or anything like that. It's just gonna get rid of the peach fuzz, and it's just a great way to have a great canvas for your makeup. So if you do have a lot of peach fuzz, that's something to consider, and I'll link everything that I use, like I said, below. So those are sort of the ground rules of getting ready. And then as far as going into a lighter season, you may not want to wear as much makeup on your face if it's warmer out or it's humid out and the like. Being that I live in Florida, it's warm here most of the time, and I have been using this makeup round the clock for over 3 years and I've never had a problem. I do have dry skin, and I do recommend for ladies with oily skin that you may want to skip your moisturizer and then make sure that you have a sunscreen that is right for your skin type before you apply anything. You can use the Plush Prep Mist just on your skin without anything else, so that's also a really good option. So let's get started. I want to do a really pretty soft spring look for women over 50. And if that's you, you're definitely in the right place. So normally what I do is I have this one palette makeup, and every color is customizable to you, and then you pop in whatever colors that you like. And for spring, I picked some really soft, pretty, very neutral colors that work for most skin types. I just love these so much, and we're gonna go with that today. And for something like this, if it's an everyday look, you may not want to cover your full face in makeup, and normally I do not. Unless it's like a big night out or I'm feeling like I want more coverage, I usually don't just focus on the middle of my face. I cover any sort of blemishes and redness around the middle of my face. I brighten around my eyes, down the middle of my face, but then I don't really put a lot of product here and in other places. I try to keep it simple so that my skin is breathing, and you pretty much see my natural skin glowing through the makeup that I'm wearing. I love a natural, minimal look, and I think it's really important, especially for women my age and above, that we have that healthy glow, because our skin starts to lose its elasticity. It gets drier as we age, so we want to put that back into our skin. So that's really, really important, and that's why this makeup is amazing for our skin, because it's going to give you that glow. It's going to give you that youthfulness that we may be missing in our skin. So let's get started. You'll see that I have 3 colors right here. These are sort of the 3 main foundation colors that I use. I'm gonna go with my fingers. My hands are clean. I just washed them. I actually just came in here from, drying my hands and everything. So make sure that if you're gonna use your hands and not a brush or something, that they're clean. So I'm just gonna tap in to the lightest shade, and I'm gonna put it around my eyes like this. And now I've been doing this for a while, so I can kind of feel how much I'm picking up. And actually, let me move my mirror right here because I can't see myself. And then it's really hard to just see myself right in here. So as you can see, I'm just kind of putting it on either side of my eyes. I'm gonna take my first and my second color like this, tap into both, and I'm gonna put it on my eyelids. This is gonna act as a primer, and it's going to minimize the redness around my eyes that I have in here. And then the next color, and I'm just gonna put a little bit down here as well, a little bit lighter right there. So you can see I've focused on around my eyes and down the middle of my face. We wanna brighten that part of our face, right? We want that to be where people are looking. Most people are not standing so close to us and looking at our skin like that. They're far enough away, kind of like you are looking at me right now, so that you are, having a little distance between people. So most people are not looking so close at you, but you do want them to focus on your face and your eyes and all that. So that's why we want to do that. We want to brighten around your eyes. We want that to be the focal point, because that's the beautiful part of your face, right? Then I'm going to go into the second color right here, which is the color corrector, and that's going to minimize this redness right in here. The scars that I have some dark spots like this that I want to minimize. And this is a color that I will help you with if you fill out a color match form. If you would like to have this makeup, I will link the color match form below. And what that does is it helps me figure out the right colors for your skin tone, because you'll go to the website and you'll be overwhelmed by the colors. They also do not look like they do in real life, and it's hard to navigate that. And so my job as an artist affiliate with Seint is to help you navigate that and help you with your colors. So those are the 2 colors that I'm mainly going to use. Now the third color right here, that's like my main foundation color. And if I wanted to, I could put it all along here like this, right? And I could put it here. But because we're doing, and I'll just do a little bit on both sides for the practices of showing you where to put it. But for this, because it's a spring refresh, I don't know if you're necessarily going to want to wear makeup here. It really depends on, like I said, where you are, where you live, if you're traveling, how you like to wear your makeup. It also depends on your neck and your chest and sort of this area. If you're very dark skinned, sort of on your neck, chest and all that, let's say you're tanner down here than on your face, then we may need to put a darker color right here so that it blends into your face, right? Because you don't want to have a lighter shade face than neck, and vice versa is the same as well. If your face is darker than your neck and your chest, then we would do the same thing. We would graduate the color down down so that it matches your neck and your chest. So those are all things that I help figure out for you when I do the color match form. Okay, so those are the colors that I'm gonna use right now. And at this point, I like to go in and blend. I use the blend brush, the blush and bronzer brush, and it's a two-sided brush like this, and it's got this really great, dense, round head on this side, and then a really fluffy one over here, which is great for powders or bronzer. But I really love this end of the brush, and it's great for beginners. If you've never used this makeup before, this is one of my top favorite brushes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from the bottom, and I'm just gonna blend in. I don't wanna forget that I put makeup here. I'm just gonna blend that in, and it's very minimal. As you saw, I didn't really put a lot on. And then I'm gonna blend from the bottom up, and I'm just gonna push the makeup into my skin. It's warm to my skin so that it's going to be like a seamless, even layer on my skin. And I'm just gonna move my way up and blend it like this. It's so easy, so quick, and you can really do this anywhere. You can do it on the go, you can do it in the car, you can do it in your bathroom, anywhere. I do recommend that you do your makeup in natural light, like I'm sitting right now. It's so much better. You'll be able to see the makeup so much better on your skin, and you'll be able to do a better application if you're in natural light. But sometimes it doesn't happen, and it's nighttime, or you're in a place where there's no light, and then you're just gonna have to be cognizant of making sure that you blend it properly and all that. So it's really not that hard. I can do this without even looking in the mirror. I've been doing it for so long. I can just sort of feel it. There have been times when I've been doing videos where I'll like forget to do a spot, but you know, it's okay. Usually when I get off the camera, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oops, I forgot that spot, and then I'll do it. So let me just look real quick. So that is everything. As you can see, I have now an even, beautiful canvas to put my blush and the rest of the makeup on. So at this point, I like to go in with the detail brush. Now this is a brush that is really good for contouring. It's got this really nice edge right there. You can see it, see that edge? And what it's gonna do is it's gonna pick up the contour and allow me to apply it on my face. Now, I was never a contour girl. I didn't even know what and how to use contour. I saw people like draw lines all over their face, and I was like, no, this isn't for me. But if you have been following me for a while, or you know how I do my makeup, I really like a natural, minimal look, but contour shouldn't scare you. Contour is going to add that dimension to your face, that three-dimensionality that is so important to give your face that just beauty that we have, right? Because you don't want a flat canvas. You want to have, you know, we have ups and downs, and we have shadows and all the things, and this is just going to enhance your face. So what I like to do is go in with the edge of my brush, and I'll dab into my contour. Now my contour is a cool color. I like having a cool color for my contour instead of a warm color. My bronzer is warm, and you see how I just tap that right in here, and it looks kind of heavy and dark, but once I blend it up, and this is what's so great about this brush, with that edge, you just take it and blend it up into your cheekbone. Now, I normally would suggest you go from your ear down to your mouth, and that's kind of the line, and then don't go past your eye like that. So if you saw, I ended here, and I just blended up. And can you see how now I have sort of a more pronounced shadow? It's not really heavy or anything, but it's just a soft shadow. I do have a shadow here. I mean, I do have cheekbones, so you can still kind of see it, but it's a little bit more pronounced over here. And then I'm gonna take the same brush, and I'm gonna draw in and put it along my hairline like this. Oops, don't wanna get my hair in it. I'm just gonna show you the difference from one side to the other. So yeah, see, I just washed my hair so it wants to be really soft and fly around. But if I do this, just make sure you're going in your hairline, because as you can see, you know, we have a lighter color in here because of where the hair is. So just want to make sure you blend it and there's no line. But as you can see, there's a little bit more of a shadow here, creating more lightness in the middle of my face compared to here. So let's just finish the other side. And this should not take you very long at all. This should be so quick. You should be able to just go in just like I am now. If I wasn't talking, I would be doing this. My makeup would be under 10 minutes. I think I can do it in 7 minutes, and it's really, really quick. And then just grab some more, do the other side, and like this. I have done some videos where you can do like the cheetah method where you dot it on and you blend it. That's just as easy and can be really, really fast. And I'll do another video like that soon, because I think it's important to see the options that you have for application. You could also use like a smaller end of the brush to apply, but this is how I like to do my makeup, so that's how I like to teach it. So you can also take whatever's left on your brush or add more and add a little bit down your nose like this. I find that sometimes I add a little bit too much to my nose if I pick it up, so I like to kind of use what's left over like that. You can do a little bit here to give yourself a little bit of a fuller lip, and then go down your neck like that. So this is what's really important. You want to grab a little bit more and definitely put some on your jawline and bring it down. You don't want to line, but you want to bring it down so that it has a really soft shadow under your neck, and it'll make your chin and everything look so much nicer. So like that. Okay, and that's contour. It's as easy as that. So for spring, I thought I would go in with Hollywood. It's a gorgeous, beautiful, it's got a little gold flecks in it, and I'm gonna go in with my finger like this, and so you can see the color, because if I don't do that, you can see it's very lightish, kind of a corally pink color. And let's just add a little bit more because we wanna see it, and so you can see the color there, and then go in with the same blush and bronzer brush and blend it in. And what it'll do is it'll give a gorgeous glow. And this is really soft and pretty, and so if you were at the beach or you just wanted something every day, this is a gorgeous color. And then if you prefer, you could always just go in with your brush and tap it on like that. But I did want you to see the color so you had an idea of what it looked like. Now, if you prefer more, you can always stack more. You can blend other colors as well, other lip and cheeks. I just wanted to do some sort of a spring, pretty peachy corally color because I think that's very springy, like that. And then we've already primed our eyes with the product, and so I'm just gonna go in with a few little eyeshadows really quick and light because I don't want anything massive or major or dark. I want something soft and light because for spring, that's kind of what we think of. So I have an eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna clean it with my eyeshadow brush tile like that. And what color do I want to use? Let's use a little bit of this. This is Paris. It's a pretty pink, and it kind of looks very nice with these right here. And we're just going to take a little bit with the fluffier end of the brush, go in like this. I'm going to do a nice wash all over my lid like this to give it a little color, to balance out the pink on my cheeks. And again, quick, easy, natural, minimal. Give your eyes just a little color to pop your eyes, and it's as easy as that. So you can see it's just added a really nice little color. I think the left is more than the right, so let's just even it out. It's fun. There's so many eyeshadow colors. They're, you can pop in whatever colors you like because they're magnets like this. See, and you just pop it in like that, and it just stays. It's so cool. So let's just add a little bit more like this. Yeah, I love this color. It's so pretty. And then I know for many women, especially my age and above, shimmers makes you nervous because you don't want to attract that sort of crepey eyelid that you may have. I have very crepey eyelids. I have this crepe right here. I have like a little overhang, but I find that if you place the shimmer sort of in the middle of the eye towards the outer corner, it can still be really pretty. And if you are really worried about it, you could use a clear balm like this, and you could mix them together and make it like a cream eyeshadow as well. So I'm just gonna go into this really pretty marbled color called Cashmere. I'm just gonna hold it up so you can actually see it. You can see that there's a little bit of yellow, a little bit of coral, a little bit of pink, and I think it's just such a pretty color. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger and add a little bit to the middle of my eye and then out like this. It's actually really soft, so it's not gonna really do anything major, but there is some shimmer in it. And if I took it with my brush, it would be heavier, but let's just do that. And the great thing about using your finger with a powder or a shimmer is that the oils in your finger will, so there it is. Very soft, very simple, very easy. You can do that in a second, right? You just 2 seconds, put that on, and then you're done. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of brown eyeliner because I feel like it needs to have a little bit of just depth to hold it in a little bit more, you know, and fill in my eyelashes. So this is Revant. This is a long-lasting gel eyeliner. I do have a code for 10% off. I'll link that below. This is one of the best things for mature eyes. It will stay on. It's smudge proof, which is awesome. And it does wash off with my cleanser. So I love the fact that it just stays on, but I can also get it off without having like big rings around my eye. So I'm gonna go in and just do a little bit along the lash line on the bottom like this, and give a little bit into the lashes so that it makes it look fuller, and then it helps define my eyes because the colors I put on my lids are really, really light. So you see how that does? And then let me just do the other side. We'll put mascara on, we'll put lips on, and we're almost done. So this is a really quick, easy, minimal, soft look for spring. Okay, now what I also like to do is you can go in with your finger. Let me just wipe my finger off. And you can smudge it a little bit so that it's not like too much of a line. It's more of like a smudged look. So let me do that. And then I'm gonna go here. So I'll zoom in right now, so you can see that. And then go in with my eyelash curler. And I love an eyelash curler. This is the Half Moon eyelash curler. I love it because it gives a little bit more lift than normal. And then let's go in with the Lash Velvet. This is a volumizing mascara, and I like to like get a lot of the extra off because I find that sometimes I get transfer, and I don't know if I have any Q-tips to help clean it up, but I already put the eyeliner on, so I don't have time to do that. So when you're putting on your mascara, just look down a little bit so that you can brush into the lashes, or the lashes brush into the brush, I should say, like that. Okay, that's perfect. See the difference? And then we're almost done. We got to do our eyebrows, and it doesn't need to be complicated or so much better. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tip this back into my brush like that, and I'm going to take my lash brush and I'm going to pick off some of the mascara like this. Be sure to close this up. And this is the coolest thing ever. This brush is new, and I love the way you could just paint the mascara on the lower lashes. So just paint it on like this. Hopefully I'm not in the, you can see what I'm doing. And just lightly brush it on to your lower lashes like that. And then do the other side. I love this. It's so cool. I love this brush. It's like so subtle and pretty. Okay, so that's the lower lashes. Let me let's make sure I did it right, because sometimes I can't see, right? And then we have to do our eyebrows. Now you have some options. You could use a spoolie like this, and you could go into a brow wax like this, rub this in and go in, or we now have this really great, if I could find it, we have it here, oh yes. It's right here. This is a eyebrow gel. It's called Archangel. It's got little teeth on it. I don't know if you can see that. And I like to wipe it off a little bit before I put it on. And then you can lightly comb it into your brows. And this is so important. This is one thing I think a lot of women forget to do, is to do their eyebrows. And you just want to shape them so that your eyebrows are going in the right direction, that they're smooth, they're not flying away, especially if you wear glasses like I do. I'm constantly like taking glasses on and off, and then my eyebrows go like, and they're just, you just want to shape around your eyes so that the focal point again is on your beautiful eyes. And this gel is not sticky or harsh or anything like that. It just will dry and you're not even gonna feel it. So I'm just gonna let that dry like that, and that's that. The next thing we need to do is add a little lip and finish off this look. So for lips, I thought we could use La Cienega. I'm gonna go in with my multitasker brush, and I'm gonna go into my contour like this. Just line my lips a little bit. this, this. And I like a gloss. I'm a glossy girl, but the thing about our glosses are, it's good to do a little of a satin on top underneath it to give it a little bit more color. So that's aligning my lips. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Hollywood, which is the blush. I'm gonna put this on the bottom. And this is just gonna act like a little bit of a stain and give color to my lips. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the La Cienega, which is a very similar color, but it's a gloss, and put this on top. And the cool thing is we have really small palettes that you can pop your color in if you want and take it with you on the go. Now you could use your finger to this as well. So that is such a pretty color. I love that. Now, if you love more gloss, which I do, you could use something like Chai, which is a lip gloss. It's a really pretty sort of corally, soft color. And you could just add more gloss like that. And that's it. So that is a really pretty spring refresh look for anyone who is traveling, or maybe the weather's getting nice where you are, or maybe you want to just break out some pretty new fresh colors for Easter or whatever. This is sort of a really great go-to color palette for really all year round, but especially right now when the weather's getting a little bit warmer and you want to sort of soften your look. So if you like this video and you're interested in learning more about the makeup, please hit the like and subscribe. You'll get notified when I put up new videos. And if you're interested in getting your own one palette makeup like this, I'm telling you, it's the bomb. It's also really great to travel with. It's TSA approved, and you can just pack the colors that you want to go with your outfits and how you like to wear your makeup. You could do a bigger palette, a smaller palette. It is totally 100% customizable to you. Take a look down below. I'll link the color mesh form so that you can get your custom colors. And thank you so much for being with me today. I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time.